Manning on play action. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Brown. There's some room. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Motion from the wideout. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Manning. With the catch, it's Brown. Snags it, and there's running room. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rebels offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Got a man. It's Haas. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Right on target this time. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Lacy. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Making side adjustments here. Running inside. It's Lacy. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Delivers the stiff arm. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Breaks into the open. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves, and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Smothers. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the ball slipped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it smothers. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Motion from the wide receiver. Manning with a play fake. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Again, it's Brown. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dive.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll give it to Brown. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point is good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Wants to fire on second down. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Now on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The run inside. It smothers.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these...
He tries to take the top off. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Longhorns! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Texas fighting them through the air. the Ole Miss Rebels and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, a little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. Corners are going to bail. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Zings it complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's going to let one go back to the middle. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Running inside, it's Lacy. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Going to take a shot on second and short. He's got the back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Lacy. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Hoosiers take their first time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
That's caught. It's Richard. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again.
He's going to let it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover two, you got two safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going and getting it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Delay to the back. It's Richard. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the...
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. run inside. It's Lacy. There he goes.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Odom. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Lacy. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Dances away. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. There's a crease. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Makes the catch. It's Becker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Floats it out in space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Gets the back moving. They'll give to Frazier. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
To the air, it's Hoover. Got it. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
The run inside. It's Lacy. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Rebels in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Has it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives. Takes it the other way. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. He's looking deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll send the back in motion. Lost to throw again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hoosiers! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Running inside. It's Lacy. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it the way back. Touchdown, Indiana! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Lacy. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying play action. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
It's really hard to win football games.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that play